Previously on Two Morons in a Strange Land.
But at this point, as you kind of get there to look at the big pile of warforged that are just sat there chilling, are going to hear lots of scrabbling noises as you see several goblins all start coming out of the ruins and running down in your direction.
I will activate my vest, since I haven't done it yet, and turn into an air elemental.
And I will sidekick while looking at Patcher. I look at Patcher, I wink, and then I just give a sidekick.
Against the wall.
5. Yeah, against the wall. 5 damage.
Is this your flurry of blows?
Yes, it is my flurry of blows. Which also means that he is now disadvantaged. Oh, okay.
Just an imprint of him in the wall.
Yeah, go on then.
Yeah, you can absolutely do that. He'll have a heart attack.
That's not going to scare a 6-year-old child.
No, I know, but then I can drop my form. When I see that everything's okay, then all I can see is smoke coming under the door. Yeah,
you absolutely drop your form then.
And then I'll drop my form and then firebolt him.
Gareth, what you can see, the wooden shed contains a small child covered in dust, wearing the once fine but now ruined livery of House Orion. You can see the boy sobs, shrunken into the corner, his face slack. You can see stale bread, smelly water, a pile of rags, and a chamber pot full of refuse, rounding out his accommodations.
So I'll walk over to him, and can I open this door from the inside?
No, it's locked.
Okay.
If you say it's, you can look after him and shelter him, and then I can break the door down.
Yeah, I'll walk over to the table, and then I'll cast Prestidigitation on one of the loaves of bread.
Yeah. And
turn it into a sweet roll.
Oh.
You can make it taste like a sweet roll.
Yeah, a la Skyrim. It
is still incredibly off mouldy bread.
That's probably not very wise to give him.
And
we do have rations.
No, give him the mouldy bread.
No, I want to give him some mouldy bread. It's a spoiled little brat, isn't he?
I will also say that you're out of combat now, so between you both, you will be able to get the door open. It's just a wooden door. It's not, crazy protected or anything.
All right, so instead of changing the bread, can I tidy him up?
Yeah, you can clean him up, yeah.
Yeah, I'll cast Prestidigitation on him just to tidy him up, just so he looks presentable. And then I'll show him me brooch, me eye symbol brooch, and go, I'm here to save you.
He doesn't look at you. You can see he's also manacled.
Okay.
Can you give me an investigation roll, please, Gareth?
12.
The manacles lock is smeared with something that you don't recognize. It's not like a lubricant oil or anything like that. It doesn't look like muck or anything. There is some kind of oil smeared on all these manacles.
Like grease.
You don't know what it is.
It's like Warforged grease.
It's not grease. It smells bad as well. Have you gone in the shed yet, Actor?
No.
Okay.
I'll walk in the shed now. It's not the boy, I don't think. I don't know.
What are you doing at this point now you've gone in the shed?
I'm having a look at...
Slapping.
I'm having a look at... I'll say, what's going on? What's going on?
You can see just from the expression on his face how he's reacting to you both. He appears almost catatonic.
Yeah, of course he does.
Can I cast message into his head?
Yeah, you can cast message on him.
He can answer back, can't he, through his thoughts, so he doesn't have to speak.
It is Compass Menace, yeah.
So I'll cast message into his head, and I'll say, "We've been sent to save you. Can you tell us who captured you?"
You just get back intense, heart-racking sobs. You yourself start crying now. It's so upsetting. You just get brief flashes of goblins, horrific green faces, claws biting. You feel cuts across your back. You feel like digs into your ribs, into your legs, and then you have to break the mental message to him.
And I say to Actor, yeah, it's fine.
Yeah, but you're also sobbing your eyes out at this point.
And then I got a bit of dust in my eye. It's a bit dusty in here.
At the end of Old Yellow.
It's his patch out, it's his fur. I'm allergic.
I say, are you Kaiden?
He doesn't respond.
Okay, let's just take him.
Pick him up.
Don't lock me in.
Does anyone do anything with the manacles that are on him?
No.
Can we wash him?
I want to have a word with these Warforged.
They've all done a runner.
I don't know, I can see them.
Yeah.
They're all doing a runner.
Oh, okay.
In my core mass cup, I can create a gallon of water. So I will create some water and wash. Can I pour it over the manacles?
You can pour it on, but you can see that the thick oil that's on doesn't get washed off.
Okay. Hey Gareth, do you know if this is any kind of, is this natural substance or magic or what?
I don't know. Yeah, can I do an arcana or something to check if it's?
I've got like a herbalism kit or anything like that you might want to.
Oh, sorry. I thought it might be magic. I'll try. Do you know what? You rest your bones, love. I'll do a herbalism kit.
You can do an arcana check. Rather than 5 if you want.
No, but like you say, I didn't think it was a thingy. But I will check the slime. I will use my herbalism kit. I always assume everything's magic. 18.
18, you recognize the oil as a type of poison called oil of Taggit, which is absorbed through the skin.
Oh.
It's incredibly potent poison that's absorbed through your skin.
Do I know what the poison does?
Yeah, it knocks you out.
Would I be able to clean that off with prestidigitation or
No.
no?
It knocks you out?
Makes you unconscious.
Why is he awake then?
Not touching his skin.
So if anyone tries to get him out of it.
You won't touch his manacles. So as I'm just about to do that, and I see that the oil on there. Oh wait, Gareth, wait. This stuff will knock you out. Don't get it on your skin. We'll need to chop his hands off so that we can.
Yep. Okay. No, that's fine. And then I get my sword out.
He's already chopped his hands off.
What's your
Name?
No, because you've got certain medical skills on you.
I've got a healer's kit. I've got basic for.
Can we not use a cloth or something? Just
You immediately recognise when you get close enough to him and you start trying to, get the oil off the manacles and stuff. He needs proper food, water, rest, people that he knows. Mentally he's checked out.
Yeah, that's fine. I understand. So I'm going to say to him, Kaiden, I understand that you are very, very scared and we also are strangers, but we are here to help you. What I will do is, as I'm trying to deal with the manacles, I will get a scrap of... I'll go over to the goblins and get a scrap of their...
just cut their hands off and use their hands like a surgeon.
Wear their hands like those.
Try and pick the lock with their fingers.
Cloth from their material.
Clothing?
and then I will wrap it round the manacles, like on the chain of the manacles to stop us touching it.
Okay.
While we try to figure out how we're going to get the manacles off. Also, that might absorb some of the... So I'll say, right, we'll put this round, and I give Kaiden some of my rations. Does he accept them?
If you try and feed him, he'll...
I will try...
Not consciously, but yeah, you'll be like...
He will. So I'll give him some of my rations, and I'll say, right, here's some food and some water and so. Right, we need to get him out of here now. Even manacles, we'll get him out of here now. If we get him back home, then they can deal with that side of it. Let's just get him out of here.
So I'll say you spend some time trying to get some food into him, get your water skin out, try and give him some water, that kind of stuff. After a while, you see him start to actually come round a little bit. Enough
he might trust us if
enough that you can see that he can at least recognise that there's people in the room with him.
I'll lift him and carry him.
As you start carrying him, you hear an incredibly quiet voice come out of him, and all you manage to make out from what he says is he kind of trying to half mumble words. Is that he says, "Big mean lady called Gara," which name you've already heard last week.
Of course we have.
Yeah. You know that there was a half ogre involved.
Yeah.
Gara.
Oh, I didn't know the name.
You know that there was a half ogre that met with Eldendorian.
Who wanted the expendable labour.
And you know that there's a half ogre called a big mean lady called Gara who also ran this little operation.
I wrote down half ogre, but I didn't get her name.
Yeah.
So.
That sounds too much like Gareth.
Yeah.
So what we will do is that's fantastic, Kaiden. You try and get some rest, sweetheart. We will get you home as soon as we possibly can. We're so close to home, it's ridiculous.
Does anybody check the goblins?
Yeah, I want to check the bodies and this...
The dead Warforged.
Yeah, just to see if there's anything.
That is more than likely Cole's friend Razor.
Gareth is going to... I'm going to stay with Kaiden and Gareth can search the goblins.
Yeah.
Gareth, you will find...
1,004 gold that he does have.
About 52 gold and about 80 silver in separate pouches between them all, essentially.
Shout over to Actor and go, they've got nothing.
And
I go, well, like every other dead body that you've... Oh, no.
On one goblin, you find a cheap necklace that's a loop of rope with like a little banded agate on it. It's worth about 10 gold, probably. And you also find on the largest goblin a big sack full of jewels.
Definitely not found anything. Start walking back after doing all that, and as I'm jangling and nothing.
Nothing in here.
No, just this bag of like musical stuff.
So you start making your way out?
Yeah.
Yeah, we're gonna go in the lift and then we'll have a long rest. We'll head back to the lift and say, right, I think that's about it. That's all we're gonna see. We'll get him home and then probably I've got a feeling we're gonna get attacked by Vishtin fish tie.
Never.
Fish
Never.
tie.
I had a little feeling that it was him that organised the kidnapping. But
So you get back into the lift.
we'll leave Kaiden there.
Leave Kaiden on his own. Yeah, you get Kaiden into the lift, kind of, sit him down. So do you go straight back to Unicorn Estate?
Yeah, let's get the kid back home.
Let's do a bit of shopping first. We'll
Get
visit the armory. Let's see if we can get some.
Get him a cheeseburger.
No, don't feed him.
Oh, sorry. I mean, you gave him some rations, so that's nice.
We'll leave him in the lift until we come back.
Do you return?
Yeah, we go straight.
Yeah.
We're gonna take him straight back home. There's no point messing about.
Obviously, Alden's overjoyed to see him. As soon as he gets word from the guards that his son's coming back, he runs out to meet him. Overjoyed, they have the big reunion. His son actually comes round when he sees his dad.
We explained about the
He's safe
manacles
again.
as well. Yeah.
Ah, okay. Yeah, you see that they
Don't just touch him and then fall asleep.
hugs his son.
Everybody.
Hugs his son, immediately passes out and collapses to the floor. Breaks his son's neck. No, I don't know. So the Kalashtar comes over after you explain about the manacles, and you see he comes back out with some different vials, and he pours it on the manacles, and the oil gets dissolved, and he removes them for you. He is saddened by the deaths of the Warforged that he hired basically to work for Darsk. He didn't realise that had be part of the agreement, that these Warforged would be like worked to death kind of thing, and like Razor who got executed as an example to the workers, that kind of thing. But he doesn't regret his actions that he thinks kept his son alive for this long. He thanks you, and he will tell you everything he knows. And in addition, he will give you the address of a terminus apartment in Lower Tavik's Landing, which the Kalashtar has found out that Gara uses as a safe house to store books and schemers, which he found in the old Shan's ruins, which is what she was digging up. So what he knows is Niho Koi, an imposing Oni and Darsk sub-boss who works in Shan, ordered a Half Ogre lieutenant called Gara to assemble a team and search the ruins of old Shan for arcane relics at the behest of someone higher up in the organisation. With a lot of ground to cover beneath the city of towers, Gara kidnapped Kaiden Dorian, who was the only son of Alden Dorian, forcing him to use his position in his dragon-marked house to recruit out-of-work Warforged, people that no one's more than likely going to miss, to scour Old Shan's ruins. Alden branded the work secret research gathering for their house so that they wouldn't be suspicious, paid the Warforged workers for their silence, and signed them to binding contracts so they didn't think they had a choice in this whole endeavour. It took several weeks of dangerous exploring and several deaths, as it turns out, but eventually the Warforged workers found a library of arcane text and schemers buried in the ruins, which is what you've just found down there. These items were moved to a Darsk safe house in Tavik's Landing, near the terminus lightning rail station where you first arrived in Shan.
Okay.
The organisation plans to smuggle the relics out of Breland to Drome, using Alden Dorian's contacts. And you know that Cole, the destitute Warforged, was hired by Alden, witnessed her good friend Razor die, executed in the ruins of Old Shan as an example to the other workers, and that Cole made the appointment to talk to the police to report all of this shady operation, Razor's murder, and the kidnapping. But it turns out Alden's found out, thanks to crooked members of the Shan Watch that are in Darsk's pocket, Gara found out about this appointment and dispatched the assassin team to try and prevent Cole from ever ratting out the operation.
So it was Gara that hired the cleric and the shifter and the...
Yeah, and between Alden Dorian's contacts and his friend the Kalashtar's secret work, he's found out where Gara's safe house is. As a gesture of goodwill and thanks, Vishtai offers both of you a unicorn-shaped feather embedded with a sigil of House Orion. So that's basically a 3 feather fall spell as well. But it's a free cast. It doesn't cost an action to use it or anything like that. Alden will offer you 50 gold pieces each to leave his personal name, but also House Orion out of your report to the Shan Watch. Because obviously the police are going to want to know what's going on with all this.
We can, we can take the money. We can say, we'll keep your name out of it. That's fine. And we can say we just heard this information about Gara. We heard it from the guys we beat up in the alley.
Well, he's deeply ashamed of being manipulated this way.
Yeah, that's fine.
He doesn't want to tarnish his reputation or his house's name.
Yeah, all right.
Is that good enough for Gareth?
Yeah. We can just say that the cleric told us that it was hired by Gara.
Yeah, we can say we don't know why.
And there was no. But then we can say, look, there's definitely no connection to House Orion at all. In fact, I don't even know who House Orion is.
I mean, I wouldn't even worry. I won't worry about the missing kid. Just wipe that off your books. That's fine. He's suddenly up out of nowhere.
And why Kaiden Orion was kidnapped, who knows? But he's been found. No connection to.
I don't think he was kidnapped. I think he was just hiding in his bedroom wardrobe.
Just a coincidence.
Pure coincidence.
100 gold's worth of coincidence.
Do you want to give me a persuasion roll, Gareth?
18 plus 9.
You see Vishtai lean over and say something, and Alden goes, of course I actually, I mean 100 gold each, not 50 gold each.
My memory's getting foggier now, as much as my elemental form. Who are you again?
And Vishtai will offer you 2 coin purses with 100 gold each.
Nice.
He also offers to put you up for the night if you want to, because it's getting late on in the day now.
Yep, definitely.
Guest rooms.
He knows where the room is, though, right? We've got separate rooms.
I mean, he will lead you to the room. So,
Actor's gonna get some.
Actor puts the crown of necromancy on the door.
So you can have a long rest
A nice.
Yay!
in the Mithril Tower residence.
Long rest. Woo!
So following morning, anything you want to do before you decide what you want to do for the day?
No, not really. Done.
Let's just get out of this place.
Yeah, I think so.
These guys are too stuck up.
Yeah, it's not. It's all right for a night to rest up, but we want out of here.
So you know from where you are, it's several levels down, and it's over in kind of the southeast area of Shan. If you remember on the city map, let's bring that back up.
Oh, yeah?
You're here in Mithril Tower on the upper layer.
Upper layer, yeah.
You know that Terminus is on the lower layer, so it is all the way there. So you're basically on the highest level of there.
Okay.
You need to be on the lowest level of there.
So we could use the feather fall and.
There's sky coaches, there's lifts, there's, you can walk, there's plenty of different ways
to do it.
than just stepping up the edge of a tower.
Yeah, but it'd be a good entrance.
Superhero landing.
Yeah.
Slow though.
It's hard on your knees. Yeah, we'll leave the mansion and then.
Right, make your way out. You don't get the annoying unicorn appear next to you and start braying this time. You see as you're kind of walking off the mansion edge of the property, basically, onto just the unicorn estate, you see one of the guards again reach into his circuit and do something, and the unicorn never appears.
Let's head to Terminus then. We're all rested up and everything, so.
So as you come out of Mithril Tower and step onto one of the bridges, looking down over the edge, you can see, hundreds and hundreds of feet below you, all the crisscrossing bridges and things like that, little sky cars and things moving along. As you cross the bridge that views the city from a dizzying height, you hear a familiar voice from above you. Need a lift? And you hear Sgt Viceroy descending towards you on a sky coach. Sergeant
gosh.
The one that sent us to... Oh, no, the other guy that sent us to the... No, which one?
No, she's the dirty.
Sent us to find Cole.
The dirty, yeah.
Do we want...
she pulls up on a sky coach and leans over with her hand out.
Do we want her help?
Do you want to give me an insight check?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
16.
Gareth, as you see her leaning over, big beaming smile, looks quite nice and friendly. You notice slight differences in her facial expressions. You're not convinced this is the same person you met with previously.
Oh.
I just want to know what you guys have found out so far. Come, I'll give you a lift. Where are you heading to?
Yeah. I'm just to let you know, we found Crichton. Do you need to know where he is?
Do you mean Kaiden?
No. You sent us to find Crichton, the Warforge.
Oh, the Warforge. I remember.
Yeah. We found. We found him.
Oh, was he okay?
Yeah, he's fine. Yeah, he's not now.
She leans back. So, what do you mean? What? Not now?
Not now. He's died. He turned into ash. But I tell you what we'll do. We'll come back later on and we'll tell you everything about it. We're just gonna nip off for a little bit.
Where are you going? I've rented the sky coach for the day.
Yeah, it's fine. It's fine. We've got like a doctor's appointment. I've got a rash. I've got to look. Listen. I was trying to be a bit polite. I've got a nasty rash, and I've got a doctor's appointment.
Oh, well, where is it? I can take you straight there. You don't want to be late.
It's fine. Right? It's just round the corner. It's in the highest towers civic district.
I'm on a sky coach. I can't get you there any quicker than you can get there.
You don't know how fast I can
straight up there.
That's fine. It's all right. See you later. Anyway,
bye.
Really? I'll see you later. Bye.
I was also being polite.
Bye. It's fine.
I need to know what you guys have found out and what happened so I can report it back myself.
This is really fucking itching. I'm off.
Do you know, I've got some cream on the sky coach. I can give you that.
You don't want to put this where it needs to go, love. I'm off.
I'll give it to you. You can put it on.
I don't want to touch where it is.
I've got gloves.
All right. Stop. What is it that you want to know?
I need to know what happened.
You ask the question and I'll think we've got the answer for it. What exactly needs to know?
Where are you going first? And I can give you
we were just going to have a wander around. He's talking about a rash. I don't know anything about a rash.
We can't just stay here.
No, we can't.
And I need to get off.
Okay.
So if you want to climb
get on the coach.
I message into Actor's Ed and go, we need to fucking get away. This isn't her.
Yes, I know. It's not her. But we aren't getting anywhere anytime soon. I'll kill her if we have to.
Oh, fine.
Fuck
it, my rash will have to wait.
We just won't give her any information.
Come on, then.
She helps you get up, and she walks off to the back of it, gets to the control terminal, and steers you away from Mithril Tower.
And then I message into Actor's Ed. I go, this was a bad idea.
Probably.
However, this was maybe why we've got Featherfall.
And she's got to control it, so...
I want to give Patcher the Featherfall scroll.
Okay. So she asks you, what happened when you found Crichton.
Who's Crichton?
He's misnaming Cole to see if she knew who it was.
Cole, right,
yeah.
okay.
Message into Actor's Ed, just for a bit of expedition dump.
Yeah, she's like, what are you talking about?
And I say, look...
Who are we lying
I
about?
did an insight check and I rolled pretty well.
Okay.
Which made me able to see that this woman ain't the woman this isn't Sgt Viceroy. This is someone else. So I said that the mission she sent us to find Cole, I misnamed the person to see if she said, oh, you mean Cole? So she doesn't know. So this isn't the one. I've just confirmed that she isn't the one.
Okay.
and now we're on a ship in the middle of the sky.
So do you tell her where you're heading to?
No.
Oh, going to the doctors for put some cream on.
Okay, yes, you can fly to the Medicaid area.
Yeah, we were just having a wander around, so it's fine. We don't tell her what we're doing.
Okay.
So we say, all right, okay, so we went to find Crichton. Are we saying that we found Crichton?
Yeah, and he died. Burst into flames.
Oh, yeah.
He's a vampire.
Are we saying how he died?
Burst into flames. He's a vampire.
It was a what?
A vampire.
Okay. So yeah, that's what happened. Unfortunately, Cole died. So that was it.
Fair enough. Yeah, that's a bad turn of events, but I mean, at least you found Crichton.
We were trying to convince desperately to come and see you, and he was on the way. Unfortunately, he got killed.
I mean, that is. Did you find out what he knew? Was there anything?
Yeah, he knew nothing. To be fair, nothing. What you.
Force or something, wasn't it?
Oh, well, that sounds like it could have been good information as well to know.
But wouldn't tell us specifically what it was
because
we'd only trust you.
Yeah, no, I mean, makes sense, right? They didn't know us from Adam, so yeah, he wants to talk to me. I just can't, I'm just so sad that we'll never know now.
We will never know.
Definitely dead.
Can you both do perception checks, please?
Definitely dead.
100% splatted on the ground.
19 plus
16.
3. 22.
Actor, in all of the sky traffic that's going around, because you imagine there's other sky coaches going around and things like that, larger ones, smaller ones, as the really big elemental airships like way up above you as well, leaving the docks and things. You pick out a few different, very small floating vehicles of some description that seem to be disappearing from eyeshot, and then you keep catching sight of the same ones every now and again. Gareth, you can spot there's at least 5 little discs with crackling green energy around them, levitating, that all seem to keep converging right behind you guys, and then splitting up again, and then converging behind you again, like they're tailing you.
So to Sergeant, do you know you're being followed right now?
Followed?
I thought I saw someone.
Yeah.
She looks over her shoulder and she looks back. She goes, I'm sure you're just being paranoid. There's so much traffic out here these days.
No. There's 5 glowing discs that are following you. Have you got a security detail with you or something?
Oh, that must be it. I wonder if the Shan Watch have sent them out to keep an eye on us, to make sure that you guys weren't like the current ones. I bet that's what it is.
Oh, well, you can send them a message to say that we're not.
If only I had a way of messaging them, Can you see them now? And as she turns round, you see her kind of reach into like the side of her coat, and then bring something up to her mouth, and she goes, "Now!" As 5 nulls on little levitating discs,
nice.
All converge behind you once again, and you see all 5 of them get rifles out and train them on you. First things first is we will roll initiative.
7 for me.
Like that.
13 for me.
And Patcher got 12. There we go.
You can change the name of the Sergeant Gilroy. We know it's not Sergeant Gilroy.
As far as you're concerned, that's Sergeant Gilroy.
Sergeant, as far as we're concerned, we know it's not Sergeant Gilroy.
Sergeant, you know it's not Sergeant Gilroy. You don't know who it is or what it is. So as she shouts into this sending stone, and you see these 5 large nulls on flying discs kind of start approaching at speed, you see them all get long kind of rifled guns out, which you've seen previously, and all kind of line up to take shots at you guys. And you see Vilroy kind of duck down behind this console.
Can I just ask, is this an open top thing then?
Yeah, this is all open.
Oh, okay.
The only thing that's enclosed is this little storeroom here, but I've not walled it off just for ease of movement and stuff. There is a small ramp up to our patch just at the front. There are some steps which lead up to the command console where Vilroy is, and this is the lowest area down here. So any kind of cover is going to be in there.
Or lie down.
I mean, essentially, it's going to be in there. It's going to be behind this wall here, or if you kind of get down behind these walls here, because this area is raised. There's no number next to them. Assume that they're flying kind of at your level. What I will do is put the ones that are higher up higher, and the ones that are lower down, you will see I've got their minus number next to them, so you can see
Okay.
whereabouts they all are, essentially. So she gets down behind there. This null is going to fly over here and take a shot at Actor. That's a 13 Actor.
That is a miss.
Miss.
Fake Roy.
And then you use the rest of the movement to kind of duck over behind the propeller. Gareth's turn.
I will turn into my air elemental and then fly between these two and then do my whirlwind attack. So they have to make a DC 13 strength saving throw.
Nice. Give them saving throws. That is a 3 and a 13. One makes it. The one that's above you kind of only just manages to just get out of the way.
So on a failure, the target takes 3d8. So 3d8 plus 2 bludgeoning damage.
Ooh.
17 damage,
Wow.
and is flung up to 20 feet away from the elemental in a random direction and knocked prone.
Let me roll a d8 and see which way he goes. Cool. He gets knocked
It's gone.
just off the edge there, so he's a fair distance away now. He's about 40 foot away from the airship at the minute. He just kind of gets caught on the edge of the whirlwind. The other guy, you see him just spin off into the distance as you're kind of still speeding away towards Terminus.
Yep.
That guy manages to stay on his flight path. Still takes the buffeting. Gareth, you'll get an attack of opportunity as he kind of flies off over here.
A fucking natural 20. Come on!
Natural.
So
Get him out early. We'll get him out of the way early, it's fine.
that's a nat 20. So it's
And in combat, may I add? Perfect.
In midair.
so 2d8. So that's 16
well,
plus.
As we said last time, since it's a nat 20, do you want to call your shot? What are you
Oh
trying to do?
yeah, I do. Yeah, I want to hit the platform that he's standing on.
Nice. Okay.
So forget about
go.
him. I don't want him to take damage.
Yeah.
I want to hit the platform.
No, that's fine. So what we'll do is do me a very quick perception or intelligence check. I'll let you roll, whichever you want.
18 plus which one? Intelligence or
Perception or intelligence.
what? Perception plus 3. Yeah, we'll do perception. So that'll be 22.
22. As this guy starts to kind of arc away from you on the electrified disc, you do a massive slam on the edge of it, trying to dislodge him. As you smash into it and do a heck of a lot of damage, which we'll find out in a minute, you see the disc kind of spin end over end, kind of falling slightly down at a diagonal away from the ship. As it's tumbling, you can see that he isn't flying off of it, and as it starts to right itself again, you can see that his feet are kind of clamped onto this disc, and he's getting whipped around all over the place. But essentially what we're going to class that as is a stun. So he's going to be stunned for a round and he'll lose his reaction as well. But you can see that it doesn't look like you'll be able to knock him off the disc because their feet are clamped onto it.
Well, at least we found that out.
What was the damage in total then?
Well, the damage was to the platform.
We'll still count it as to him.
So my slam attack is 6 plus 8 plus the 16.
Very nice. What I'll say with that then is, as you kind of smash through it, because that was a fair bit of damage, as the disc kind of eventually starts to stabilize itself, you see he's pretty much level now with where the platform on the edge of the skyship is. He's stunned, so you can see he's basically comatose draped over this thing. You've knocked a massive buckled chunk off the back of this disc. As the ship starts to speed away, you see it starts to fall behind. It doesn't look like it's keeping up. He misses his turn. Patcher
can run over to not Sergeant Viceroy, whatever his name is.
Sergeant Viceroy.
Baker, yeah. And bite.
That's a dirty 20.
That'll do.
I don't care how filthy it is, mate. I'll take it.
Which is, it's only 7 damage, but she does have to make a save now. Oh, that's right, yeah. So if it succeeds, that dude's just grappled, but on its turn it can try and escape, that's right.
Yep.
So it takes 7 damage, and Vilroy is now also grappled as
Tail attack.
dives and a tail attack.
She's going to be stunned as well in a minute.
Bloody well on. Oh, that is an 18, so that is a hit.
Yes,
And she's now got to make a Constitution saving throw. 17, she's good.
Oh.
She is not stunned, fortunately, but she does take
She's barely phased.
another 8 damage on that turn as well. Yeah, she gets 2 big bites. I'm going to stab with the tail. You see the electric shock kind of go through her, but although she's grappled, you can see her still kind of struggling to try and get out of Patch's grip. So that's Patch's turn. It's now this knoll up here. I'm just going to speed up and take a shot at Axel.
Rude.
That is a mess. Drops down a bit closer to the sky ship. Axel's turn.
Okay. Can I get alongside thingy here? Even though Patches there.
You can get on the other side.
Yeah, I just wanted to check. So I'm gonna run up to
Up near the
Viceroy.
engine block.
Yeah, because I can't get around the other side. I can't kind of shimmy through. So I'm gonna do that, and then I will attack with a 27 to hit.
Yeah, I think that's pretty much it. Yeah.
Okay, and we are going to, with my staff, broken staff, with 21 points of damage, 6 of which is poison, we are going to stab Viceroy in the. I'm going for the neck.
Viceroy looks quite wounded.
Does
As you smack her in the neck, bearing in mind she is still grappled by Patcher at this point, you see kind of as her face turns towards you, you see like all her expression and all of her features kind of shifting and distorting.
Like Legion when we watched Red Dwarf last night.
As you do so,
Yeah.
you see her form completely shift and drop into a massive, shapeless, formless kind of humanoid. It's a shapeshifter.
Okay.
A wordless kind of scream comes out of her big open mouth as you see all the vocal cords and things in her throat shifting around and moving.
Ew. Okay.
She's trying to take a new shape.
We're going to go again and hit the faceless, shapeless, missing horrendously with a 10.
That's a mess.
Because I'm like, what? I say, what? You're a fake? Oh my gosh.
This is new news. Even though I can't understand what's happening because I'm a cloud.
Breaking news, people.
This information.
It's chaos down here, Tom.
It's raining sadly. Is that you?
It's chaos down here, Tom. It's all gone. Pete on. I have no idea. Yes.
Right, it's now Mr. Knoll who's way behind, speeding up in this direction. I'm going to take a shot at Actor because why not? That is a miss.
That's what I said.
It's quite hard shooting these rifles while they're flying around. This guy from above is going to kind of, not on the boat, he's flying above the boat. Going to take a shot at Actor as well.
I'm on a boat, mofo. Don't you? Oh, copyright.
It might be. That is an 18. Do you want to see if you reflect this rifle?
Yeah, did it hit
back?
me?
Yeah. Right,
Yes. We've got 18.
You've got 18.
So that's worth, like,
That's
so
to hit
it's
you.
going to be 15.
No, that's to
so,
hit you.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
So if it's all reduces
It
damage.
reduces damage. So this hits you. So basically, you hold the bracer up, roll 1d6, and that's how much damage you reduce it by.
Ah, okay.
If
So
you
it still
reduce it
hits
to
me.
0,
Okay.
you reflect it back in.
Okay. I Wonder Woman my thingy. So
So the damage,
the damage is
you got 5. So if you get 5 or more, you reflect it back in.
5.
What the
And I forgot I had it.
On a hit, the attacker takes their force damage equal to what you've deflected. But you reduce the damage by 5 to 0.
So
So you
0.
reflected it, but you missed it.
Yeah.
Back to Viceroy. You're going to give me an intelligence, or actually, give me intelligence or wisdom. I'll let you pick on this one, actually.
We'll go wisdom.
Okay.
So that would be a 17.
As the creature kind of is still struggling to get Patch off of it, and you see it turn around and reach an arm out, it just manages to kind of grab your wrist, and just for a second you feel it probing your thoughts. But she is going to make 2 attacks on you. That is an 18 and a 14. I think just the 18.
There's a hit and a
hits.
miss.
Yeah, so that will just be 10 bludgeoning damage. As she grabs your wrist, first attack kind of smacks you across the face, and then the backhand misses as you get your head underneath it, and then you pull yourself free of kind of her grasp.
And then as is my one and is now my catchphrase. Whoa, mother! You think you are? You crazy?
Crazy. And she escapes from the grapple of Patcher. She is no longer grappled. It's this knoll at the back, and take a shot. over the propeller actor as well.
Surely
Would
that's
that
a
not be
disadvantage.
Disadvantage, exactly, because it's very improved.
Above the propeller. It was a miss anyway. It was a natural one.
Yeah, it's got to go through the
That's the
blades.
wind. It's still a disadvantage. It's causing a wind.
It's Gareth's turn.
I'm going to roll a d6 first to see if my whirlwind recharges. Yes, it does.
Oh, bollocks.
It's a 5. Can this get both of them too, or
Yeah, you're close enough to hit both of them.
yeah, even though one's 8 foot, 3 foot?
One's level with you and one's 3 foot below you, but you're a large creature, so you'll be able to catch it.
Yeah, okay. All right, so I'll whirlwind these two geezers. I'm hoping one of them flies into the propeller.
Was it strength saving throw?
Yes, it's each creature makes a strength saving throw.
First one got 7, the second one got 15.
One of them does, one of them doesn't.
I'll say the one that's kind of just below you, then he's the one who saved it.
15 damage.
15 damage.
Yeah.
And how far is it thrown? Is it 20 foot?
20 foot, yeah. For one of them, and the other one takes half.
Into the propeller.
Yes, come on, into the propeller.
Yeah, I'm afraid so.
Yes! That's what I was trying to do.
Oh, wait,
as
is he
he-
8 foot above the propeller?
No, he's pretty much level with the
Okay.
edge of it. As he gets to the edge of the propeller,
Mind you, I'm now sitting on the airship that is about to crash, so that's fine.
luckily he's only going to take 4 slashing damage as he goes straight through the edge of it and over Patch's head.
And does it damage the propeller?
You don't know, you can't tell at this point. He definitely clipped the edge of it though, as the bottom of the disc kind of scraped across the propeller. Does the other guy take half damage or anything?
Yes, it does, yeah.
What was the damage?
15.
15, thank you. So he takes 7. See, he's already fallen a fair way behind as the damage disc can only move 15 foot now, so he's going to move to there. He's going to take a shot at Actor as well. A miss. Back to Patcher.
Patcher he's going to move round that way.
Better flank him.
Yeah. And attack.
Nice.
13, even with advantage, that's a miss.
Shit. And tail attack.
Oh, that's a natural 20.
Yeah!
Yay!
He
The
gets so
20
many.
of the natural
He gets so many natural 20s.
Hey, you're rolling it.
Oh, 17, she's good. Jesus. She did take 32 damage though.
Ooh,
As the tail, you see, Actor just sees a tail just go straight through the middle of this weird
Good
creature.
who's a good boy?
Is that Patch's turn?
Yes.
Right, this Norlock here has spent his turn flying over there. You see him kind of shoulder the rifle, and then from his belt, he gets like a small tube out, and you see it like Predator 2 just comes out to a massive spear, and he's going to try and lance it down at you.
I mean, I'm not impressed.
You don't have to be impressed you've got a natural 20. So.
Inspiration.
He's already rolled damage now. I mean, it's still 22, but it wasn't a natural. It's Actor's turn. You see this guy just flip out a spear and just squish it down at you. At last second, you managed to literally just get out of the way as you felt the thrust of this spear was going to impale you right in the back of the head, and you managed to get out of the way enough that it just catches you across the cheek and one of the horns.
Bitch! Okay, well, I am going to go for the blob because I have advantage. 23,
Yes, definitely.
14 damage, 3 of which is poison.
Very nice.
And I will go for the SOB who tried to
spear
stab me
guy.
in the back.
Yeah,
13, 1 of which is poison.
very nice. Absolutely. Cracks him in the leg. You see him drop down onto one knee.
How is Shapeshifter looking?
It's hard to tell. You can see that whatever form it's currently in, it's having difficulty maintaining that form. Like when Patcher withdrew, like the lightning tail kind of thing, the hold didn't immediately knock together.
Okay. I will do Flurry of Blows.
Mm.
I think we'll go for the changey thing.
Okay.
The changeling. 21.
Definitely.
Sorry?
Well, like it hit Patcher did the special effect.
8 damage.
8 damage.
Magical.
Uh,
FYI.
Describe to me how you kill this weird shape-shifting changeling thing.
I've got like staff in the other one, let go, and just bitch slap, just punch. And as I punch and it falls, I hold onto my spear so that I retrieve my spear. So as it goes back, it then just slides off my spear.
As you kind of see it drop down to the floor, and Patcher kind of clatters back a couple of steps. You see several different faces kind of flash across its features as it's falling down. Do me a perception check, please.
17.
You definitely recognise Vilroy. You kind of recognise the features of a couple of the other faces, but you can't pin it down.
Okay. I have one more flurry of blows attack. So I will go... Okay. We will natural 20 for a flurry of blows. It's only a flurry of blows. Like a D6 maybe. To the one behind me.
Yeah.
Didn't even have advantage on that either. 12 damage, magical. Bitch slap.
Where did you hit that one? So he's kind of dropped down to one knee.
So as my spear is still there, I just kind of use my unarmed strike to ram the spear further in, maybe?
Nice.
Like that, yeah?
Yeah, you hear like a howl, like you've... like when you stand on a dog's foot accidentally. You hear that. Well,
Don't make the noise.
gnolls, the weird like hyena creatures. Okay.
Yes.
As that one's kind of already dropping down onto one knee, and you smack the staff kind of further, and it makes that noise, and you see it kind of yelp out in pain as the disc kind of tilts over to one side.
And then I take my stuff
And then
back.
withdraw your stuff out.
Yeah.
Okay. I can't remember what patch's AC is. That's a miss.
It's like 160.
16.
Yeah, 1 billion.
A gazillion, million, trillion.
This guy is going to fly another 5 feet up, and then you shoot down at Actor. Has a 16, 8 damage off Actor, as you feel another slug pellet hit you in the
You
side.
asshole!
Back to this null, top of the round. Gareth, you'll get an attack of opportunity.
It's a natural 20.
20.
What? What the hell? Do you want to... so Gareth, your natural 20 with your slam, what do you want to call?
As he's coming past, I'll just smack him right in the back of the head.
What we will go then is skull crack. So for that one, he needs to make a Constitution saving throw, or he gets a level of exhaustion.
16 plus 15.
Jesus, plus 15. I got the 16 on there.
Yeah, the 16 was from the D20.
Yeah.
And then
Jesus.
I rolled 8 and 7.
Jeez, he is what you might consider bloodied now. He's going to take a shot at Actor though as he kind of finishes tumbling. That is going to be another 6 damage off Actor. But now it's Gareth's turn.
See if I get my thing back. Oh, another 5. Fucking hell.
What?
I'm not going to use it though. I'm not going to use it.
Everyone.
No, everyone will disappear, won't they?
Maybe.
So I'm going to fly down here, and I will land on top of this guy, covering him in my airiness. I don't know. And then I'll do my slam attack.
You can see off the bow in the distance the familiar tower of the terminus station approaching rapidly. You can hear like the faintest of movement from behind the sofas and behind those cabinets.
Traders with the flame in her eye. Red tiefling's fists make the darkness fly. Gareth, the glamour blade, strong and wise. Half elf and human, storm in disguise. Through the shattered world, their path unfolds. In the land of Eberron, they strike bold. Blaze and flame, side by side. In the shadow, they confide. Monk and fighter, sorcerer's might. Actor and Gareth in the fight. Mountains tall, through jungles they run, facing warforged beneath the darkening sun. Actor's heat flows, a fist burn bright. Gareth casts spells in the heat of the fight. From the spires of shore to the moorman's scars, their bond grows stronger through the endless wars. Blaze and flame, side by side. In the shadow they confide. Monk and fighter, sorcerer's might. Actor and Gareth in the fight. In the lightning realms roar, they stand their ground. Two souls intertwined where danger is found. With every strike, they carve their tale. Heroes of Eberron, never to fail. Blaze and flame, side by side. In the on fire.